and we will begin our class here. So sit comfortably as we get ready for our practice today. And as usual, we're here to move, to breathe, and to see what that may cultivate for us in terms of awareness, mindfulness, meditative outlook on things, and to improve our health, for our well-being. So when you sit, find a posture that supports that practice. Your spine is not in pain, so maybe sitting up high on a block or something. And we shift our awareness. It's easy to just let the thoughts carry us away, but we're conscientious for 75 minutes, conscientious of how our body feels moment to moment. And you will cultivate a practice. You will cultivate an understanding had you not done this weekly. That's what we're working on. So let's pick up a similar breathing technique as last time, where we practice the rhythm of the breath, regulating the flow of air, affecting the body. So with the eyes closed or eyes open, just soft, take a deep breath in and out through the nose. And now try to expand all of your lungs at once. Feeling it change your body shape. Two more like that. Now we'll create the breathing where we regulate an even count, even interval. 6 seconds for inhale and exhale, and then I'll increase and decrease as we go. You may wish to count along in your mind. I will keep track, but if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this can help you train your mind to pay attention to the breathing, to the body. Let's begin. Exhale all the air. 6-second count. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthening the count. Exhale to 8. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to 10. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just relax the counting. Feel your mind. Let's begin our warm-ups. Come off your mat, or come off your prop, and come to tabletop pose on your mat. Hands and knees. Keep the elbows straight, melt your spine, and look towards the sky. Exhale, start to lift your spine, push down through the floor, and let your head hang. Inhale, melt your spine, lift your chin up. Inhale. Exhale, push the floor down, lift the ribs. Inhale, lift the spine, lift the chin, hang the spine. Exhale, push the floor down, lift the ribs. So you can do this sitting up. One more time, inhale, open the front of your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Bring the knees to the midline and extend your left leg straight back. You can keep the toe on the ground or lift the left leg in the air. Then come up on your right fingertips. You can keep your right fingertips down on the floor or extend your right arm out. Inhale. Exhale. Place the hand and knee back down. Extend the right leg back. The toe can stay on the ground or lift it in the air. Reach the left fingertips forward. They can stay on the ground or extend in the air. Inhale. Exhale. And place the hand and knee back down. Extend the left leg back again, lifted or touching the ground. Extend the right hand forward again, lifted or touching the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And this time as you exhale, try to touch your elbow and knee together underneath you, still off the ground. Exhale. And then place back to center. Right leg back. Left hand forward. Inhale 6. Exhale here. Inhale again. And then exhale, elbow and knee touch under you. And then back to center. Tuck your toes and press your hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, elongate your spine and push your hands into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your right leg skyward. And then exhale, step the right foot forward to low lunge. Hands on the blocks or hands on the floor. Press your knees away from each other as you lift your chest up, lift your throat up, lift your chin up. Now, right from here, just pivot on your right heel, turning your toes out, your right toes, and then inhale, windmill your right arm up. Exhale, reach it forward and through. Inhale, up and back, turning back. Exhale, forward and through. Inhale, up and back. And then place it back on the mat. And step back to plank posture. Downward facing dog. Press your shoulders through your hands and try to elongate your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring your left leg up to the sky. And then exhale, step your left foot forward for low lunge. Try to lengthen your knees apart from each other. Lift up through your chest, the throat, and the chin. Inhale, up and back with the left arm. Exhale, forward and through. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and through. Sorry, turn your left toes out as you do this. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and through. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and through. One more. And then place the hands flat on the mat. Tuck the back toes and step to plank. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. And then press back to downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, turn your heels out just a little bit so the outer edges of your feet are parallel. The big toes will be a little closer together than your heels. And then as you do this, send the top of your leg bone, right where it meets the hip, send that back. And try to push down through the heels, down through the outer heel a little bit. Drawing the low belly muscles in. Walk the feet to the front of the mat and plant them in the same shape. The outer feet are parallel. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Double check. The outer edges of the feet are parallel. So the big toes are slightly closer than the heels. Inhale, stretch up. Join your hands together above your head like a bind, like you're interlocking your fingers and pointing the index. And stretch up through your hands. Keep breathing here. Exhale, bow forward. Hands go down the legs. Inhale, come back up, bend your knees, and send your arms to the sky. Look down, make sure the knees are just over the toes. And then stand all the way up. Let's practice a little alignment here. Grab with your left hand your right arm. And with the right arm overhead or sticking up in the air, rotate the arm like this. So you're pulling to your left. And hopefully what you can feel when you do this is some space is being made from the top of the shoulder and the neck. So arm up, and you rotate the bone of the arm so the bicep turns out and the tricep turns in. Try it on the other side as well. Left arm up, right arm grabs. This is called the tricep. This is the bicep. Grab the tricep. Extend the arm straight overhead, Jim, like even more upright. That's it. And now turn the arm. So from the back view, I'm turning, making that space. So this would be the same side as you if I'm facing this way. I'm rotating. You can see my shoulder blade. I'm taking it away from my ear, away from my spine. Okay? Got that? Relax, shake the arms out. Line up the outer edges of the feet again. Big toes are slightly closer than heel. Inhale, reach the hands forward and interlock your fingers once more. Now stretch the arms up and practice that same action except without the help of your hand. Try to turn the biceps out and the triceps in. So it's like you're pushing the pinky side of your hand together and the thumb side of your hand is trying to separate. Can you feel the space that you're making? Now lean back and reach up as you do that. Good. Exhale, bow, touch the floor. Bend your knees. Inhale, come up, chair posture. With the arms like a tuning fork, take the pinky edge closer and the thumb edge away, creating that rotation in your arm bone we just worked on. Inhale, reach up to the sky with your left knee and lift it up as high as you can. And then exhale, place it back down, sit into chair pose. Work on the same thing with the arms. Inhale, lift up the right knee as high as you can. And then place it back down. And with your feet on the mat, are the outer edges of your feet still parallel? We're going to try this for most of our class today. Bend in the chair. Inhale, lift up the left knee again. And then exhale, step the left foot back into warrior one or high lunge. Make the outer edge of your right foot parallel. And now turn your outer left hip. Turn your outer left hip more to the front edge of your mat. Inhale, reach up, thumbs wide, pinkies in, and lean back. Take your belly back. Take your ribs back. Take your skull back. So you're filling in that space that you've made. And now from here, reach out like you're giving a gift away. Breathe here. Turn your outer hips forward. Good. Step back, chair pose, bend your knees. Inhale, come up. And let's do the second side, lifting up your right knee as high as you can. And then step the right foot back to lunge or warrior one. And that whole outer edge of your right leg is turning forward. So your hips are squaring. You're even turning the left hip in too. Both the hips are turning inward. And the arms do the same thing. We turn the outer edge in and the inseam turns out, and then fill in your back body. Look at all the space you're making. Feel into it. Reach forward. And then step to chair. Place your hands on the mat and walk back to plank posture. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting up on the tippy toes first, and then sinking back through the heels, keeping cognizant the heels are a little wider than the big toe today, just a little bit. Good, stretch your right leg up to the sky, and then exhale, step your right foot to the front of your mat. Turn the back foot down, inhale, come up. Straighten both legs. And now again, turn the outer edge of your left leg forward. Good. Extend the arms out. Rotate the pinky edge inward as you bow. Breathe. Bend your right knee. Place your left hand on the floor and stretch your right arm up to the sky. Good. Push back through your left big toe and turn your left heel out just a little bit. Turn your right toes out 90 degrees. And then place the right hand back on the mat. Step back plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Trying to land with those heels just a little wider than usual today. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Right foot turns out, rising up, and straighten both legs. The right hip is going to rotate forward. That outer edge of the leg is turning forward to send the groins deeper back. Inhale, the arms rise up and do the same thing. Both legs are straight. Biceps turn out, triceps turn in. Reach forward. Breathe here, making space on the back body. Bend the front knee, plant the right hand on the floor, and turn your left arm to the sky. Push back through your right big toe as you turn the right heel out slightly. Turn the left toes out 90 degrees. And put the left hand back on the mat. Step back plank posture. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk to the front of the mat, forward fold again. Check the outer edges of the feet. Think parallel. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. Hey, Robin, just seeing you check in now. Hi. Okay, So can you feel when you extend your arms up, extend the arms up straight to the sky, that you're making two pillars, a left pillar and a right pillar from your fingers to your feet. Y'all feel that? Two columns of light, two columns of energy. And when we do the arm thing, right, we turn the triceps in and the biceps out, we make more space on the back of our neck and shoulder. And the same thing happens with our feet. When we make our outer feet parallel and we take our outer hips forward, we make more space on the back of the hips. Just try to feel that for one moment here. This is our technique that we're going to apply to our poses. So this is a simple way to feel it. Exhale, sit down into chair pose. Inhale, come up, bring up your left knee. Exhale, stack your left knee on top of the right. And the same thing, put your hands on your outer hips and try to turn the thighs, the tops of your thighs inward. So as you cross your knees, you turn the tops of your thighs inward, arms up again, working that arm rotation. This is making space on the back of the spine, so healthy. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sitting down and stacking the right knee on top this time. It's okay to touch the toe to the floor for right now. We're just trying to get the mechanics of our alignment, which is to turn our outer thigh and top of the thigh inward. Making space in the back body. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, looking forward. Lift up your right leg into standing splits. Bend the left knee and drop the right leg back. Come up, warrior two. So you have your left foot forward and warrior two. I'll be mirroring you if you're facing the screen. Good. Press the big toe side of the foot down and push your groins back. That's that shape, right? The tops of the thighs are turning in. Good, breathe here. Push into the back body. Hips back a little bit, heart back a little bit. Hook the left elbow on the thigh and extend the right arm overhead. Side angle. And now pinky side of the hand down, thumb side of the hand up. Breathe. Straighten the left leg and extend both arms, triangle pose. Turn the tops of the thighs inward just a little bit, putting energy through your feet to open the hips. Inhale, bend your left knee and lift your left arm to the sky. Exhale, place your hands down at the front of your mat and step back to forward fold. Inhale, lift your left leg up high to the sky. Standing splits. Exhale, step back, warrior two. So when you come up, your right leg is in front. I'll be in the mirror with you. Press, take the tops of the thighs in, pushing energy down through the balls of the foot, the big toe side. Feel the space that you're making in the low hips, low back. Move even the groins back a little bit. Move your spine back. Hook the right elbow and extend the left arm out on the diagonal. Pull the pinky side down and the thumb side up. Can you see how it's the same principles we've been doing so far for most of the poses? Push the left heel back a little bit. Exhale, extend both arms, straighten both legs, triangle pose. Breathe. Turn the thighs in slightly to push the groins back. Opening up the lower hip, the lower back. Bend the front knee. Inhale, rise up, reverse warrior. Exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Step back to a forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your knees, sit into chair. Lift up the left knee. Exhale, stack the left knee on top. Hands can be in front in prayer hands. Sitting deeply this time. Try to pull the knees across each other, taking the tops of the thighs in. This will help bring your left foot closer to your right shin. The tops of the thighs are what have to engage, and they turn inward across each other. Maybe balancing this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sitting down. Stack your right knee on top of the left. And then rotating the tops of the thigh bones to cross the knees deeper and maybe hook the foot. The squeezing of the tops of the thighs across the midline as you bring the hands together and sit into the pose. Breathe. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, reaching up, and take a wide stance on your mat. So we've been engaging this action that helps make space on our back body. Hands on your hips. Look at your feet. And make the outer feet parallel again. Some of you, more flexible, you can even go a little past parallel, heels wider than pinky toe, just like a millimeter. Then push down through your feet and take your groins back. So the thighs, the front thighs turn inward. Rise up. Lift up through your spine. Stretch out your left arm all the way to the left. Try to keep your legs very steady and reach up forward and out, and then down and across, holding your shin, holding your ankle, or some people will hold over the top of the right foot. Turn the thigh bones in. Push your left thigh bone back. Inhale, reach all the way up to the sky. Hands down by your side. Focus on your legs, engage them again. Inhale, stretch your right arm up. Breathe. Turn the thigh bones in and back and start to reach forward with your right hand, down and across, shin, ankle, or over the top of the foot. Keep turning those thigh bones to push the groins back, sending the top of your right leg bone further back. Inhale, all the way back up. Big open arms, hands to heart. Turn your left foot out again, 90 degrees. Push the right heel back. Awesome. Hook the Left elbow on the thigh again. Pushing back through your inner thighs, that rotation of the leg bones. Stretch the right hand out on the diagonal. Same pose, you've done it already. Emphasize the actions. Turn the pinky side down, turn the thumb side up. And now move your spine back. Move into the space that you've made as you breathe. Good, drop your right hand to the floor, place your left hand on the floor, and just let your body kind of fall inside the left inner thigh. Inhale, rise up, turn the feet back to parallel, hands to heart. Open your right leg out to the right, 90 degrees. Push the left heel back slightly. Remember the actions. It's just warrior two, and then we just take the inner thighs or the front of the thighs, we turn them in and back just slightly today. Hook the elbow, send the left arm out on the diagonal. Pinky side down, thumb side up, right? So we're making that space on the back of the shoulder there. Left heel back, and now move your spine back to fill in the space that you've made. Good. Drop the left hand, drop the right. Hang your spine just inside your right thigh. Keep working those actions of thigh bones turn in to make space in the body. Space in the back body, I should say. Good. Inhale all the way up, turn the feet back, and step it back into center. Bend your knees, chair pose. Inhale, come up, lift up your left knee. Exhale, sit it on top. Hey, it's totally cool. Let that toe touch the ground. And I prefer that so that you can benefit from working the actions today. We're doing this pose. Yeah, it's great if you can improve your balance, but we want to use this pose to help emphasize this action of creating space in the back of our hip joints. So you sit down and take the tops of the thighs across each other. And you keep emphasizing that. If you just do that, it will naturally bring that foot behind the shin. Arms up, turn the thumbs out, and now wrap the left elbow under. Keep rotating that same direction we've been working on to open the backs of the shoulders. Eagle, very good, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up, long body. Exhale, sitting down. Inhale, bring up the right knee. Exhale, sit it over. You can touch the toe for balance, no problem. Either way, tops of the thighs rotate across each other to hook the foot behind. We're just moving that direction. They keep doing that. Arms come up and they rotate, thumbs out, pinkies in. And as you keep that action in your arm bones, take the right elbow under, left elbow on top. Keep emphasizing that action all the way. And then at the last moment, you flip the hands to bind. Breathe, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And open the posture up. Exhale, forward fold. Take a deep breath, pushing from the front of your belly muscles down through the balls of your feet. Deepening your forward fold, taking advantage of the space that we've been making in the back body. Good. Bend your knees and have a seat on your mat briefly. Draw your belly muscles in and sit back. We're going to practice some boat pose, some core work. So when we sit back, we pull our belly muscles back, we sink our ribs back. So again, this idea of making space in the back body. Tippy toes or lift your toes. Keep the big toes touching, heels separate if they're in the air. And try to lower down even further. Lower down even further. Good. Inhale, back up. Cross your shins and drop forward. Inhale up. Knees touch. Big toes touch. Sit back. Pull your spine into the back plane. Maybe lift your legs up. Keep sinking the spine back as you lower down. Inhale, back up, cross your shins, drop forward. So your shins are like, they're parallel with the front edge of your mat. Inhale, back up, knees touch, big toes touch. Pull the spine back, sit back. Keep pressing the spine into the earth. Lift those toes up, keep them touching. Good, so your core is getting stronger as you're building a bigger back body, more spacious myofascial system for your skeleton, really. Good, inhale up, cross your shins, drop forward. Just hang here. Use this opportunity just to relax your thighs and the hips. Good, looks awesome. One more, last round. Knees touch, big toes touch. Start to sit back. Belly muscles in, ribs sinking back from the center line. Big toes extend forward. Getting as low as you can, pressing your body, your back body flat into the earth. Inhale up, last one, cross those shins, drop forward. And rising back up. Good, scoot back on your mat a little bit and extend just your left leg out and hold your right ankle up in the air. Pull the right ankle like you're trying to kiss your inner ankle. Maybe you'll succeed, maybe not. Pull the ankle towards you. Now focus on your left leg. Flex your toes and turn the top of your left thigh in. So your kneecap points at the ceiling. The outer edge of your left foot is perpendicular with the floor. All the while squeezing that right shin towards your body. Then exhale, keep holding the shin and press the ankle down on the left thigh, bowing over the left leg. Inhale, back up. Lift up your right knee and place your right foot down on the outside of your right leg. I'm sorry, on the outside of your left leg. So the right knee's in the air, left leg is straight. Now wrap your right knee with your left arm. Turn the tops of the thigh bones towards each other, right? We know this alignment cue already. Turn the tops of the thigh bones towards each other as you twist to your right. Opening your right shoulder, opening your right chest. Inhale, back to center, and extend the right leg out. Bring the left leg up, hold the ankle. Think about kissing your inner ankle, but focus on your right leg. Flexing the right toes, turning the right thigh bone in. So the kneecap's vertical and the outer right foot is vertical. Then drop the ankle, you can go with it if you have the mobility, ankle to your right thigh, draping over the legs. Keep rotating that right thigh bone. Don't let it turn out. Inhale, bring up the left knee and place the left foot on the floor. So you can wrap your right arm around your right arm around your left knee, sorry. Now take both thigh bones, both tops of the thighs, turn inward, just like an eagle pose, but the legs are a little different. The action is the same. Reach back with your left hand and turn your shoulder, chest, and gaze open to the left. Inhale, come out of the pose, extend the legs out, drop forward. Let's try that one more time. Now that you know what to expect. Inhale, sit up. Bring your right ankle towards your lips. Right knee is wide. Good. Left leg straight out. Strong. Draw those left toes back. Turn your left thigh bone in towards the midline. Yeah. Active. Even flex that pinky edge of the foot back more, Irina. Try the pinky edge towards you. Toes straight up in the air, Irina. Yes, pinky edge towards you. All right, exactly, you've got it. Slowly drop forward, ankle towards thigh, draping over. You can stretch your arms out this time. The more challenging is to bring the ankle closer towards your hip. A little easier is toward the knee. Don't blow out your hip, please. Good. Inhale, come up, take the right foot flat so the right knee's in the air, and wrap the knee with your left elbow. Good. Now strong with your feet. They got to engage the feet to turn the thigh bones towards each other, like you're folding them past each other. Yeah. Now slide your right hand back and think that you're turning your fingers out. Turn your fingers out. And so it opens your chest and your shoulder more. That's it. You can even slide your right hand a little further back, Sue, to help. Yeah, now rotate your palm like you were trying to open a jelly jar to the right. That's it. You use that rotation to open your shoulder more. Good. Very good. And release out of the pose. Cool. Last round. Right leg out straight. Left leg up, kiss the ankle, or imagine that you're kissing the ankle. Activate your right leg. Flex the toes. Rotate the femur head to the midline, the top of the femur head. Good, John, awesome. Even a little more. Turn that right thigh, even a little more up. Right. So the knee is perfectly up in the air. Drop forward, bowing over the shin. You can spread the arms out in a V shape. Inhale, come back up. Take the, you got it, you know what's happening now. Left foot to the floor, left knee in the air. Left foot's flat, cross the legs, that's it. Wrap with the right arm around the left shin. Right arm wraps around the left shin. You got it. Simon says. Turn the thigh bones into each other and rotate your left hand to open the chest and shoulder into your twist. Good, breathe. You don't, not very often do your lungs get to be put in this shape and get oxygenated. You're opening up alveoli. They're having to get off the bench here. They never get oxygen. They're like, oh wow, look. Back to center. Cross your legs, rock forward. Cross your legs, rock forward, and push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, pull your knee to chest. Inhale, leg to sky. Exhale, knee to center chest. Think both legs are squeezing the midline. Inhale, leg to sky. Exhale, squeeze the midline as you bring that right knee forward. One more. Inhale, leg to sky. Both legs squeeze the middle of your mat as you draw the knee forward. Good. Inhale, left leg to sky. Squeeze the midline with your legs as you pull the left knee forward. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, squeeze the midline. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, squeeze the midline. Inhale, leg up. Squeeze the midline. And step back, plank pose. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. And lift up on your tippy toes. On your tippy toes, now open your knees nice and wide. So we're tippy toes, knees out, plant your hands and bend your elbows in towards the midline. So it's like your elbows were sliding down your shins. Lift up on your tippy toes. Lift up on your tippy toes and keep leaning forward. Maybe 1 foot can come off the ground. Maybe 2 feet can come off the ground. Knees got to go really wide, Lynn. Tippy toes. Bring your toes together. Yeah. Tippy toes, then knees apart, as wide as they'll go. Right, now bend your elbows back. Irina, take your elbows in like this. Instead of out like this, Irina, in like this. Right. Good. All right, John, you're the man, that's it. Just squeeze in, try to lift your groins up. Billy, I love that shift. That's a great variation at the wall. So good. All right, sit back down. Stand up, watch this. We're gonna do the same variation. You all can get, you're so close. You just have to trust the mechanics. So from here with the arms out, right? Everyone just do this when you're standing. The eye of the elbow, when you bend it, it needs to point forward so that if your elbows go out, you're in trouble. Here, you have so much power because you're using all of your shoulder girdle. When you open your elbows out, you lose all this musculature and all this muscular tone. When the elbows are in, you have a ton of power for balance. Okay, so just practice that. Stand up, and when you bend your elbows, do the elbows come into the body Or when you bend your elbows, do they go out to the side? What we've been working on today is this rotation. So when we bend, the elbows come into the body. This is where you get a strong enough shelf to support your body weight. Okay? So from there, then big toes touch, and you open your knees out like ballerina style. Okay? Drop down. So you can move with me or just watch the demo and try later in a moment. Hands are down. Now when the hands are down, if I bend my elbows, are they going to go in towards my body or are they going to go out over my knees? So bend in towards the body and then lift up on your tippy toes. You know, like a frog swim. I'm lifting the shins up, pushing the shins against my triceps. You just learned what those are today. Press the shins against the triceps and just lean forward. Just pushing the shins into the triceps will get you there. Beautiful. Once you get the shins against the triceps, now you bend your knees really deep, Irina. Bend your knees as deeply as you can and lean forward. Trust your hands. Worst comes to worst, you'll just crash on your head. Good. Awesome. And sit back. Sit back to kneeling. Bring the knees to touch. Bring the toes apart. Maybe sit on a block. Maybe sit on a couple blocks. If you don't need the blocks, you can sit on the floor. Good. So here again, notice how this pose, the thigh bones are turning inward. Then with the arms by your side, turn your palms open, open your chest by sending your thumbs back. Some of us are going to go to lean back. Our hands will be on the floor, thumbs turning out as much as possible. Lean back as much as possible. Careful of your spine. Try to keep those tops of the thighs turning into each other the whole time. Okay, so this is the pose we're going to try next. You're going to choose your own variation. So I'll lead you through. This is what I honestly think almost everyone can do this version today. You're holding the foot, arm is up, and you're balanced. But this is going to be fine too. Hand on the ground, hand on the foot. If you can't even reach your foot, you're just going to use a strap on your wrapped around your foot. Okay, I'm going to bring you through the versions. So downward facing dog. Let's bring our left shin forward first into pigeon. Left shin. What's very important is that our hips are in the air the whole time. Hips are in the air the whole time. And the hips are square, what you've been working on. So hands in front right now. And turn your right hip a little forward. Then bend your right knee and reach back with the right hand. The foot needs to go to the right as you pull on it. Jim, you got to bring your left knee a lot more forward. Yeah, even more forward, and then bring your left foot across your body, like pigeon legs. Yes, like that. Now you got it. The left knee's got to go left. The left foot's got to go right. Yeah, you got it. Now, walk your left hand back and lift your chest. Then you got to bring the left hand closer to you. Left hand closer to you. Good. The right foot has to go wide. And then if you got it, stretch your left arm to the sky. All right. And both hands on the mat a second. Relax. Try to get your knees farther apart right now. Just settle into your pose. Knees go farther apart. And then relax out of the pose. Take a recovery pose of your choice. Right shin forward for pigeon. So before we lift our back foot today, let's do a little more establishing here. The right shin is going across the mat. That was good, Sue. Just a little bit on angle. Now try to lengthen the distance between your knees and push your knees down so the hips are up in the air. You could support yourself with just your knees and hands, not your hips. Good. Now walk your hands back as much as you can and see where that gets you. That might be the pose today. You're just working on getting those knees long and wide from each other and straightening your arms. Next level, bend your left knee and hold it with the left foot. Good. That might be just fine too. Good. Lynn, can you get the right hand on the inside of your shin? And that'll allow you to rotate a little more to the left side of the body. Get a little more weight on the, yeah, like that. Good. So just try to stretch the thigh first, left heel towards outer hip. Once that feels stable and strong, you can extend the right arm up, maybe. All right, nice. And rest. Rest pose of your choice. So I'll do another demonstration step by step if you want to follow along to try it one more time or just observe for next time the mechanics. We'll do that now. This is my right shin forward. I have it on a slight diagonal, which is fine. Knees pressing down, back knees down. You walk this knee back, any amount is good. But the hips, I'm never sinking on this hip. This is doomsday for the pose. I'm not collapsed on the hip. My hips are floating and engaged with my knees. I walk my fingertips back to keep length here. And then I bend the left knee. Reach back with the left hand today, any version will do. You hold the foot, and I'm pulling the foot. See, what happens is we want to try to reach and we start leaning off to the right. We want to engage the action of turning the thigh bone in slightly so my foot is coming towards the wide side of my body. And that pulling of the foot creates downward pressure on my knees, and I use the core to straighten the right arm. Okay, so that's the variation. You want to use that leverage of the knee pressure and the turning of your thighs. That turning of the thigh action is what gives you the stability to get your arm off the ground. So maybe that's just for next time, where you try it one more round yourself here, and then we'll shift and cool down the class. So if you're trying it again, you want to think about those thigh bones turning in to create downward pressure on your knees. That's what gives you the lift. When you're ready, you're going to lie on your backs. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Let's take our feet wider, heel toe them wider, and let the knees fall together. Stretch your arms out over your head. And just soften your energy. We've been actively sinking into the back body. Now here we passively sink into the back body. Keeping even our whole spine, even the low back, just relaxing towards earth. Now separate your knees so they're as wide as your feet. You can maybe bring your feet a little bit closer together. Yep. And now drop both, don't move your feet, just drop them, your knees to the left. Good, call us like windshield wipers. Inhale back up, windshield wiper to the right. Inhale back up. Windshield wiper to the left again. Back up to the right. Back up to the left. Back up to the right. Back up, and now place the bottoms of your feet together as the knees fall open. Now you can rest your hands anywhere that feels comfortable to you. And again, just try to let the bones of your hips, the rib cage, the bones of your skull be heavy. Take a deep breath, long and slow, filling up all of your lungs. Letting the air out when it feels right. Two more of those. And slowly slide your feet out along the mat. Let the arms fall open by your sides. Make sure the hips, ribs, and skull are relaxed into the earth. And rest. Stretch your body. Roll to your side. And take a comfortable seat. A little more technical class, on the more technical side of things. I hope that it was a learning experience. You understood some things about shoulders and hip opening. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Namaste. You're welcome to unmute and say goodbyes, or otherwise I hope to see you, either way, hope to see you next time.
Wait.
Thank you, Rich. It was great.
Yeah, the lighting. It was great.
I feel good.
I feel
Great.
good too. Thanks so much.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Billy. Hey, Richard.
Great.
Yeah, Robin.
I have a question.
Is it why are you so glowing? It's the yoga.
Yeah. Coleman has given us a new perspective here. He worked very hard on this. I hope you like it. I look like a ghost.
You're illumined.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna stand, well, I don't know where I can stand. But why is it so hard to feel those thigh bones turning in? Like, especially when we were in the wide-legged stance.
Activate
It felt
the feet.
like it's really hard. And then for me, I just felt like I was sticking my butt back. And I wasn't sure if I was turning my hips or if I was just sticking my butt back. Is it just a hard, subtle alignment to feel?
It is. And the key is like sticking your butt back is part of making space to turn the thigh bones. Like they kind of works together. But the reason that if it's not moving, the key is that their feet are not engaged enough. So you got to push, like if this was your big toe, Malin, you push the big toe and almost think that you're trying to like turn, like open up a jar with your foot.
Okay.
And if you don't move your foot, you just push into the mat like you're trying to turn it, and that will allow you
I
to
can
then
feel that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that helps.
Yeah. So with the recording, you maybe just think about that. Like the foot, inner seam of the foot needs to engage and kind of turn to help turn the thigh bone itself.
Right. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for asking the question.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
That's everybody. Everybody left my boring question.
No, they're all here still, Robin. They loved your question. I loved your question.
Did too.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Oh, hey, I have a question, Rich.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, it's sort of corresponding with the thigh bones turning in. So it seems like your thigh bones turn inward, but your arm bones turn outward. Is that right?
Well, so here's the thing. If you wanted to do the same thing when your arms were hanging, you would do it like that, right? Like it actually flips, like which way's inward? Because above your head and below. So if you want to get the shoulder to make space when the arms are hanging, you actually have to externally rotate your arm. If you think about it, then when you lift your arm up, that's the internal rotation.
Got it.
And it's the shoulder, just because more mobile, has more availability like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
That's the answer. Yeah. Thanks for asking. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.